You're listening to a portion of my new release. I released it digitally on CD Baby. So, I mean, if you really into pop noise, my movement, uh, I'd like you to cop the CD. But first, before you cop the CD or anything of that nature, I want to explain some of the contents and some of the material on part one and part two. Some of the materials on part one and part two greatest hits. Mainly if you've been following me. I mean, if you bought any material from 29 up into 2019, it's all probably going to be featured in the greatest hits package. So, I mean, you can buy one and two if you want. I mean, it's all the same contents. But I have like a bonus on there for someone that's been following me and actually know my style and the way I function. It may be a surprise on there that release that's not some of the original tracks up from 2019. From 29 to 2019. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you've been following me, you'll run into it. If you haven't been following me, I welcome the ones that stumble upon, because I think that's an ingenious thing for someone to stumble upon something and really take a grip of it and grasp it and take it on with them. I think that's wonderful. So that's why I'm not going to tell you what it really is. So go to CD Baby, pick it up. I'll put the link on here, or show you the link, let you know where to go pick it up at. Well, to sum up my style and my functioning mode as an artist, also I'm a producer, so I do it all, so the content's variety, speculative, it's original. If I was to produce it, I would say, you're not gonna find nothing like mine anywhere, so that's a part of being original. I'm not the type that, I know it's also cool for some artists, they hear a hot song, boom, do a recording of that song or make that song close to that because it's a hit song. It gives you that feel of being right there, picking up some of the cash, which the money's always good. Nobody has a quarrel with the money. If you're gonna get the money, you can also take care of the paperwork. Because there's a lot of paperwork to it too. Artists understand paperwork. Everybody understands the paperwork in the music business. But since I'm here in LA, coming from the heart of Hollywood, so things are great. Things are great anywhere you are, so don't get in the mode that since I say things are great in Los Angeles, things are great in Hollywood, that's not great everywhere else. Things are always great everywhere, and it don't even have to be put into a significance of someone making it great. You don't have to. Things are great everywhere. Trust me. So, making this CD, the two CDs, and releasing them digitally, it wasn't really a big challenge. Because part one, greatest hit, pop noise, part one, greatest hits, pop noise, part two, was all made up like, I just sat down mentally, I thought about it because right now, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm shuffling a lot of artists, doing the producer thing in that mode. So it's hard to get back to, your own content when you're doing others' content. But, I got back to it. So I made the release. It's on CD Baby. And That's what it is. And for me making it, I would say that I kind of thought about it before I first put it out. I was like, it's late, definitely late, because I was supposed to have it done in January, the 1st of 2019. But I didn't get it done until November. I know that's a long stretch. Yeah, but a lot of stuff goes on. I mean, like, hey, I'm in Hollywood. I mean, hey, things are prolonged. I mean, and you can't. I mean, like when I was somewhere else, you could put it this way. If I was somewhere else, I said I'm releasing in January. Boom, I released it in January. But here in Hollywood, it's animated, truly animated. So I said January, doing so much stuff, you know, so many things you have to do. I mean, here is not, if you can get the context of Hollywood or Los Angeles, if you could just put it in perspective, things are moving constantly. I mean, it's so much happening at one time, and you get into something, and it's like, I mean, like they say in the New York Minute, things like that. I mean, things in that nature, in that perspective, but you get the idea. If I said January there, if I wasn't in Hollywood, it'd been released in January. But since I'm here in Hollywood, I said January, I released it in November, a couple of months late. So you can imagine in that perspective if I was doing a composition of the things that actually came about for me to release it in November instead of January. But if I wasn't in Hollywood, I wasn't in Los Angeles, I would have released it in January. So I'm gonna let all my fans and all the ones that may stumble upon my secret that's on part one and part two, greatest hits. I have a track on there that's new. So it's for someone else. It's for the ones that stumble upon it, or for the ones that notice it. You'll probably kind of get the idea of, here things are in reverse. Time's reversed. Put it that way. Hollywood time's reversed. Just put it that way. It's in reverse. Time is going backwards. I mean, like, if I wasn't in Hollywood in January, boom, it's out in January. I'm in Hollywood, so time's reversed, but I still get the fundamental perspective from fans, the fundamental image that I want to put out, even if it wasn't in January, it was in December, because the time spent between that was marvelous, magnificent. And that time span between there and there is going to be some of the particles that's going to be released in the 2020 release. So I think the way I see it, you're getting more. You'll be getting more. I mean, because for the feel for it coming from Hollywood, it has an edge. And then for the 2020 album that's coming out, you're gonna get more spectacle. It's gonna be a spectacle. It's gonna be something new. It's gonna be something you haven't heard. It's gonna be a new energy, that's for sure. Because Hollywood should definitely carries a new energy, and it has a cosmic, atmospheric rim to it. It's all different. It's not the same as everywhere else. So that's something that, I mean, if you hear, you can understand. And if you ever listen to my music and took it into context and picked it up, bought it, then you understand that it's all the same thing. I mean, It's just I gotta make sure when I'm having fun to actually make sure. When I'm here, I gotta make sure. If I didn't, one thing about it, I didn't say that, hey, I'm gonna release this in January on my website. Greatest Hits Part 1, Part 2. No, I didn't do that. It was just staging, I mean, mentally in my, self as a person, I said, well, Greatest Hit Part 1, Part 2, I'm gonna release in January. Jotted it down. Put it up on a notepad. That's what I'm gonna release. Didn't release it then. December. Still the same thing. Just, if I said, I could actually, before here, I could actually, the first time I done it, I would have went on. The first time I had that thought, I would have been like, boom. Okay, go onto my website. Okay, this, that. I'm gonna release this album in January. Greatest Hits Part 1, Part 2. Boom. Everybody, all my fans, waiting for January. And they know it's going to be released. Then I would have released it in December. I would have to be saying stuff like, hey, I didn't release it then, I'm going to release it now. Nah. It was none of that. I said January mentally and subconsciously that was my arrival date, but didn't happen like that. So it happened in November. Boom, November, I put it up. Here's my release, and that's that. And it's sort of on point. When you come and think of it, I had no one waiting. I had no one debating. I had no one saying, he said he was going to put it out then. He said he was going to put it out then. So I'm still on point. Part 1, Part 2. Pick it up. See how it is. If you like the hits, you're going to like the hits because this one comes off of there. And just check it out. Go out and pick it up. Nothing to it.